Morning. I'm hot, not in a good way. We're here dealing with the aftermath of these right-of-way contractors. I mean, come on. They dropped all of this all right on top of the fence and then just left it all weekend long. Head out. So me and Christian are trying to make sense of this and get it cleaned up. So I did get the number for a guy that I supposedly can talk to and see if I can't charge him for a few hours of labor to clean up this mess. So, but I didn't realize this was this bad. They dropped a bunch of limbs in the corral, and you know about that from last week. And well, I didn't realize it, but they dropped a log onto on the well cover and broke one of the damn fittings off, and it leaked everywhere. So there's a giant mud hole in the corral. I appreciate what they're doing, but Lord of mercy, they could have done it a little better than this. But we're getting it cleaned up. Hey, look at that poor tree. Well, I mean, at that point, just cut the dang thing down. I don't get it. Now, all that crap that's laid in the top of that thing is going to constantly keep coming down on the fence. I just love this kind of stuff on a Monday. I mean, what sense does this make? Look at this. Why did they just cut the whole tree down? And then that one, they cut the top out of, but not the other piece. I mean, that makes no dang sense. So we're gonna cut that one down though. I ain't having that hanging over in here. So Brian's here, he's crusting. So we're gonna make that that pile of poop a little bit bigger today. So like we got a silage delivery. So this is pretty good stuff. I think this is just straight sorghum silage, but boy, it smells good. That's some good stuff right there. Wish you could smell that. I mean, some people don't like the smell of fermented grass, but I like it. I ended up talking to two of the fellas from the contractors that took care of the right-of-way clearing, and they're actually going to come back and they're going to cut that tree down. I said, because I'm not contending with that stuff falling on the fence all winter long. And he said, yeah, no problem, we're going to come and cut that whole thing out there. And I said, okay. So then they told me to reach out to the other fellow about the other stuff and they'll make it right. So, you know, just one of those things. We about had a disaster. I told Christian to go feed the bulls and then I'd help him feed these cows. Well, he decided he was going to come feed these cows and didn't shut and open gates right. So thank goodness I had ran over here quick, but came out here mainly just because I wanted to look at May baby right there. She was that little calf that was limping the other day. She looks like she's feeling a little better. She's not 100%, but she's better than she was. So we'll keep rocking on chores. We'll just keep coming back and forth as we're doing stuff and keep on stacking it up for Brian and getting it out of the way. So if they can just stay ahead of it, and where he's only dumping about 3 loads, and I can stack it up pretty quick. It goes pretty fast. So his little machine does a good job. Our floors look so good, and Brian does. He's just really good at it. I'm glad he does it for us, because he'll come in and crust, and then he'll take his leveling box and go through it and level them floors, and they'll be pretty darn close front to back. So glad we got good people around us that like doing that kind of stuff. Well, I got a second. I'm gonna throw some chlorine tabs in some of our stock tanks. Then they got a little green. Then got a little algae in them, so we're gonna throw a little chlorine in these. help with some of that. Keep it clean, fresh. So usually do 1 or 2 tabs per tank depending on how bad they are. So I'll probably put 2 in this one. And I think I've got 5 mineral feeders that the lids have fallen off of. So I'm gonna do something different with these. I'm gonna get some little Cat 0 pins and put in there instead of them bolts. Because the bolts just seem to bolt. The nut either backs off and they fall out and the cow slip it off. So that's another little project for this week. Looks like my backfill job on this tank's looking pretty good. Settled in pretty nice. This is pretty good. I'll throw 1 tab in this tank. I don't know whose idea it was to make these dang things, these buzzards, a dang protected animal, but they're awful. They just hang out over here. I mean, look at my gates. They just sit here and just crap on everything. They're just disgusting, and you can't do a thing about them because if you get caught shooting one of them, it's a federal offense. Really wish there was somebody with some common sense that would start making some of those laws. Next little project we're gonna do, that tree come down a couple days ago in that big rain, so it's kind of sticking out in the middle of the hay field. So when I moved this deer stand over here yesterday, I noticed it, so we're gonna get this cleaned up, and then we're gonna put the ladder on that deer stand, and we're gonna do a little trimming, and then me and Christian are gonna go to the back and put a ladder stand up quick, and then we're gonna go to Dad's and fix more electric fence, which is just wonderful. So hopefully we'll get it all done by about 3 because I got to be at the doctor at 4.
What, you do move in the trailer or?
Tractor. Pallet forks.
Yeah. But, this is here, no?
This is the basic. This is a year old. I built this last year.
This is?
Yeah, it was over here, and I moved it.
With the tractor?
Yeah.